So I'm sure that if you've watched a Beyonce video, heard people talk about Cardi B's peacock feather tattoo, or been anywhere where people say Grand Rising, that you've heard of the African deity known as Oshun. Well, today let's talk about this Orisha and who she is. Greetings, family. My name is Obashina Osharinu. I'm a teacher of music and culture, and it's my honor that you've clicked on this video to learn more about African people, philosophy, and spirituality. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe, as it is my goal to demystify African spirituality and do my part in allowing people to decolonize their minds and respect our tradition of the ancient Africans. All right, so back to today's subject, Oshun. First, to begin to understand the feminine energy that is Oshun, you have to understand the culture of where this deity comes from. Seeing as the veneration of Oshun has grown so much in the recent years, there are a lot of misconceptions and falsehoods around Oshun. So let's start with the basics. Oshun is a river deity originating from the Yoruba culture, who are an ethno-linguistic group of people who currently live in the lands around the Bay of Benin, mostly in present-day Nigeria, but also in Togo and Benin. Prior to colonization, they were an urban people whose society was built its economy mainly in trading cola, indigo, horses, leather, cloth, and unfortunately slaves. The Yoruba people's homeland prior to colonization had a government known as the Oyo Empire. Around 1680, they covered an area about 150,000 square kilometers, about the size of the state of Illinois today. This conglomeration of urban centers was militaristic and gave protection to its citizens. Unlike the empires to the north, Oyo retained its indigenous religion. This religion goes by several names today, like Esin Orisha Ibile, Isheshe, and the Yoruba indigenous religion, but most notably is called Ifa. In this spiritual tradition, there is one supreme god known as Olodumare, or sometimes pronounced Eledumare. Olodumare has created deities that he uses as intermediaries to him to assist in the affairs of humans. These deities are called Orisha. And according to a verse in Osun of the sacred Odu Ifa, these affairs of humans mainly surround the fact that our goal is to bring about the good condition, which is defined as the fulfillment of everyone's destiny, and that the universe will no longer need the Orisha Eshu to police it. According to the verse Oshetora, Olodumare tasked 16 Orisha to prepare the earth for human habitation. Only one of these Orisha was female. As males tend to do, the male Orisha ignored her and went on about their business. And like it usually occurs, everything that they tried to do without her was ruined. It wasn't until they acknowledged her role in their success that the things that they worked on were successful. That female Orisha in this story is Oshun. It's for this reason Oshun is acknowledged wherever the ritual of Ebo, or ritual sacrifice, is completed. Among many things, Oshun is the Orisha who is usually associated with love and fertility. But in my opinion, that's a very Western way of seeing things. When you dig into the culture, the history, and spirituality of the Yoruba people, you'll see that Oshun is far more than an African analogy of Aphrodite. Oshun is the deity of connection, wealth, business, fulfillment, protection, relationships, and success. People pray to Oshun for blessings in all of these areas. And Oshun is the Orisha of love and relationships. So people even pray to her to help her coax the other Orisha into helping them. If they prayed to another Orisha and feel like their prayers aren't being answered, they'll go to Oshun to help to get that other Orisha into action. So at the base of it, she's a river deity, mostly closely associated with the Osun River. And today her worship is most recognized in Oshogbo, which is the home of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the sacred Osun Grove. Although the worship of Oshun did not originate in Oshogbo, it's the most popular destination when people are taking their pilgrimage to Yoruba land in search of blessings during the annual Oshun festival. And today, Oshun is recognized all over the world and is arguably one of the most recognizable Orisha of the entire pantheon. She's usually depicted in yellow or gold, but depending on the lineage, she can be represented by multicolored ileke or sacred beads, and sometimes even blue or simply white. Practitioners of Ifa leave her offerings of Ekal, which is a fermented cornstarch, honey, fruits, and beer at the river. However, I want to remind everyone that Ifa is essentially a nature religion that pays homage to the universe created by Olódùmarè. So if you're going to leave offerings to Oshun, please do so with the ecology of our rivers in mind. Please do not throw things like plastics or glass bottles or anything that may pollute the rivers or something where people might harm themselves. Please safely pour your offering into the flowing water by the riverbank and take all of your trash with you when you leave. If you're honoring the creation of God, it's our job to protect it. So again, thank you so much for clicking this video. I'm so glad that you decided to take a little time out to learn a little bit more about Oshun. If you'd like to learn more about African people and African spirituality in particular, be sure to go to schoolofpac.com and sign up for our Orisha one-on-one classes where I teach the foundational practices of Yoruba spiritual system known as Ifa. We have regular lectures and a private forum to ask questions of myself and other priests. You'll also be joining a community of other practitioners who are learning more too. That's it. I'll see you in class.